The first thing to remember is that discerners are not always right, nor are they the only people who can make good decisions. See, the key is to remember that we're not rating somebody's competence in terms of their ability in that particular genius, and for this one, it's discernment. Rather, we are ranking their level of joy and energy from doing that activity. So this is a predisposition to approach conversations, to approach work from this perspective and lens of discernment, this perspective of assessing and refining and tweaking and providing observations and asking questions. That is the predisposition that that person has. Doesn't mean that they bat 1,000. So it would be unwise to consider and assume that a discerner is always correct, but it would also be unwise to not consider their intuition, to not consider what they're observing and what they're bringing to the table during that activity of discernment. So the last point around discerners not always being right, we do also want to highlight that there is an intuitive nature about their observations, and that can and ought to grow. Just like any strength that we have, that strength cannot just be assumed as good, as competent, but it requires development. And so it's important to involve discerners in the decision-making process and to invite that feedback and to get them to exercise it so that their competence level in it actually does grow, because that will pay dividends to you, because it's something that comes natural to them. They are seeing something, but the more experience that they have, it's going to add more layers to their genius and their competence. Again, no one will ever be 100% and bat 1,000. That's not the goal, but it is the goal to help them to grow. And as they grow in that and become more competent, then maybe you can entrust them with more.
Thanks so much for watching and for developing yourself. I hope this content has been helpful for you in your leadership development and in your team development. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications, and I would love to share more with you as we go along, and maybe even share this with a colleague or a friend or someone that you know would benefit from this kind of content. Thanks so much.